Hi guys, just a quick one. Do you live in Nuneaton, Hinckley or Bedworth or around those areas and you need driving lessons or just a mock test? If so, just send a text or a WhatsApp to the number on the screen. Don't call because I'll probably be driving. But anyway, back to the video. Okay then. I'm in this traffic queue now and I'm making sure that my car, where my car is positioned, I can still see the tyres of the Fiat in front of me. So I'm at least that far back. I'm just going to make sure I can get over the crossing. So no, I can't, so I'm going to stop this side of the crossing then. Okay, so now I'm keeping this crossing open as well. And I don't think these lights are going to change. There's nobody there to press the button. In fact, he's pressing the button now. But I'm okay, I can move over. Don't step out in front of me, sir. Thank you. That's it. And again, I'm just keeping this junction open. This is just a Lidl where it goes in. But there are people coming in and out of there all the time. So I might as well, in this situation, just keep that open. And there's certainly somebody there who wants to come out as well. So again, I've stopped, so I've prepared. And my observations here are this car that wants to come out of Lidl and see if he can. It doesn't look like he can, so I'm going to just move on. Okay, there you go. he knew that I was waiting for him in the end. That's it. And again, I'm just going to move in here. I can just about see the Punto's tyres on the road. I'm just inching forward. Now, this situation could easily happen on your driving test. In fact, where we are, there's a test centre just around the corner. And so this is Castle Street, not Castle Street, Queen's Road. This is Queen's Road, and it's, you know, it's well used on test routes as well. So you can see in both directions it's very busy. Looking ahead, I can see that there's a junction on the left again. So I'm just going to make sure that I'm not going to block that junction up. I'm just going to stop this side of the junction, leaving that open, and brake on into first gear. You just saw me look down at my gear stick again then, didn't you? Never mind. I was stopped. So we can see now, I'm ready, I'm prepared to move, but I can see that the lights ahead of us are on red. So I'm not going anywhere, am I? So I might as well just, you know, just relax a little bit, just take in the scenery. I know that when they do turn to green, there's going to be a delay, isn't there, before I can move, because, you know, all the cars will have to move on first. However, also there's a gap in front of the car. So that means then that I know that by the time I move forward, that Punto, that Fiat Punto in front of us, will have cleared the junction, and so will I be able to speed. So the lights have gone to green. So although they're not moving quite yet, so they're starting to move now, so I'm now going to move forward, because I know that by the time I get to where the Punto is, he'll have gone. I will no longer be blocking the junction up. And there he is. So I've gone quite slow. I'm going to check the left mirrors. I'm indicating down for left because I'm going to go left at the traffic lights. And again, I'm just stopping here just so I can see the tyres of the car in front of me on the road. And I'm just waiting here. Very busy tonight. This is kind of post-lockdown. Everything's opening up. I think everyone is coming out all at the same time. And it's springtime in England, so that means it's cold and it's rainy. So again, I'm all ready, I'm ready to go. This hand, again, is on the handbrake, and I'm in already first gear, all ready. And I'm just looking, again, I'm not going anywhere for a little while. I can just make sure that everything in the mirrors, everything else is taking care of itself. Got some pedestrians there. One's on a push bike. They seem to be a bit boisterous but quite well behaved. They're not going to come into the road at all, so I'm happy with those. And we should move. There we go, so the lights have gone to amber, and now I can release the handbrake now because I've got everything sort of move in front of me, and that way I can move with the car ahead. So I'm just going to mirror again just in case, and then I'm going to take the car around the bend here, keeping well into the left, and now I'm on a road where again I'm in heavy traffic, but you know, that's good. If you're on your driving test and you end up in heavy traffic, that's going to be good for you, isn't it? Because it just keeps everything really slow. The brake lights of the car ahead of me have just gone on, so I've checked my mirrors. I'm just going to bring my car to a nice steady stop, controlled stop. And as he moves on, then I'm going to move on with him. And this is all now just on the clutch, just using the clutch to control the car as it moves forward. Again, I know I'm not going to go very far. On your driving test as well, if this happens, it's important that you kind of stay alert and stay awake, and kind of, because it's easy to get kind of lulled then into a sense of, well, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not doing anything. And what then happens is the traffic moves on and you're not quite ready, and you think, oh, I've got to move, and that's when you'll stall. Because you're not thinking about controlling the car at that point, you're only thinking about moving the car. And so that amount of pressure, that sudden movement of things in front of you can add a bit of pressure. You bring the clutch up just a bit too far, and so the car stalls. So it's important then just to, you know, stay alert, stay awake, see what's happening, try and gauge what's happening ahead of the car as well, not just the one in front of your car, but the one in front of that car, and the one in front of that car, and the one in front of that one as well. So for instance, now you can see that our lights have gone on to red. Looking now, they're going amber and then green. I can see the green car's moved, the grey one in front of us is moved as well. That's, I'm just checking the mirrors, make sure everything is all safe. And I want the middle lane on this roundabout because the left lane is a filter lane that goes round to the left, and I need to go straight ahead. So I'm just going to guide the car into this middle lane. You see a very nice waterfall. If anyone in Nuneaton Borough Council is listening, I think there should be a waterfall like this on every roundabout because it's really nice. Okay, so now I'm at the roundabout. I'm just making sure that there's going to be a safe space. Now, I'm not looking for the first space, I'm looking for the first safe space. And actually, I'm also looking to make sure that there's somewhere for me to move into, because they're queuing up there. And after this blue car, it looks quite promising. So there you go, I'm just going to move myself in. I'm going to try and make sure I don't block up any junctions. So I'm going to just wait just there for a few seconds. I can now move, that's it. I'm going to move in to the left lane as I'm coming off of the roundabout. Just making sure that I check that mirror again. That's your lifesaver look there, isn't it? Just checking that left door mirror again. Yeah, it is left, yeah. Door mirror again. And again, now I'm looking ahead. I'm looking not just at the car ahead of me, but I'm looking right down the road, and I'm kind of seeing when things are moving so that I know that when I'm about to move then. There's a white van that's just kind of manoeuvring himself out of a side, out of a kind of fire station place. And there's a yellow grid here, and what I don't want to do is stop on the grid, do I? So there's a Peugeot ahead of us. He's kind of paused on there. Lucky for him, he's not stopped dead. But I know now, I can see now that I can get my car all the way over and out the other side before I have to stop. Can't stop on the yellow grid unless you're waiting to turn right, your exit's clear. So now we're coming up to some traffic lights. Already you see I'm working ahead. This is what you must do on your driving test. Look at least 6 seconds down the road and kind of decide what's happening there, and then you can kind of work out what you need to do from that. Lights are on red, so again I'm prepared. My observations really, I'm looking for the amber light to change. I can see that everyone behind me is okay. And at the roundabout I'm taking the second exit. That's just going to keep me in the left lane. Again, I'm looking on the roundabout, making sure there's a space for me to move into, and there's my space. I'm just going to follow the focus in, keep it in the left side, mirror, mirror, signal. And that signal is to help the people there trying to get in, so that they know that now I'm coming down here and they can move forward. Looking at the lights, I can see they're on red, so I'm just slowing the car down, making sure it's all safe. Just about 3 of these lines back, I'm going to drop it into first gear. So I'm ready now. If these lights changed back to amber and then green, I'm ready to move.